I want to welcome you back to Black Side Live, and tonight we're going to talk about the NBA and MLB ratings crash after protest-filled debuts. The NBA has lost their mind. They have gone woke. Here's a league that's made up of almost 80% African American males. Many of them are making millions of dollars, some of them hundreds of millions of dollars. So they decide with their protests to take a knee. Not only did they take a knee, the coaches took a knee. Not only did the coaches take a knee, the referees take a knee. But it was two people who actually stood up like true Americans. And that was Mr. Isaac, or the Orlando Magic, and San Antonio head coach, who I disagree a lot. He stood up for the national anthem. But the NBA and MLB have taken a tack where they're basically saying half of the country, I don't care what you think, we're going rogue. And what I mean by that is if you run any major corporation in America, what is the first thing you say? The customer is always right. See, when you go to your dentist or you go to your doctor, they don't tell you their political beliefs. They're there to serve. Doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Independent. Because that's their job. But the NBA players decide that they want to disrespect the national anthem. And when you do that, what happens? You lose audience. People turn you off. And when they turn you off, what happens in the future? Less money in your TV contracts. Less money to be made by the players. See, they actually think disrespecting half of America is going to benefit them. But you have to understand that half of America makes up a large percentage of the wealth in America. Yes, you can get some respect, accolades from the Twitter mob. But the Twitter mob are not the people who go to NBA games and put $1,000 or $2,000 on a lower level seat. It's that conservative, that Republican who goes to that game and spends his money. And he doesn't want to go to a game or watch a game where a bunch of players is taking a knee like they belong to the Black Lives Matter cult. If you notice, watching these games, which I had an opportunity to watch, it was like a woke propaganda war against America. Every time you turned around, they was taking a shot at some player's back, Black Lives Matter. They was taking another shot at the coach. He's got a social justice warrior tag. Then in the background, you got Black Lives Matter. Hell, Black Lives Matter should be a sponsor of the NBA. That's how much you've seen this social justice as part of the NBA game. It's not just part about the players and about the teams. Now we got a whole new third person involved in it, in this social justice warriorism. It was blatant to see. It was disturbing. And for Major League Baseball to join in it, a game that's already suffering because they haven't been bringing in more fans, because Rob Manfred decided that he must go woke. He's going to destroy his audience because they see the protesters in the street. So they actually think that's a large swath of America. It's a small swath. You forget about the silent majority in this country who doesn't speak but walk away with their dollars in their viewing ways of watching professional sports. I would say this. I watched the NHL. The NHL did the best of all leagues. They didn't concentrate anything, but it was just a small percentage on Black Lives. And you notice one thing the NHL didn't do. They didn't mention Black Lives Matter. They just said hashtag Black Lives. Because Gary Bettman must know what the organization is really about. It's a communist organization. They want to end patriarchy. They want to end everything that America stands on. And the hockey game was beautiful to watch. The setup was excellent. The competition was A1. And you saw nobody out there trying to be a social justice warrior. The NHL stood above all professional leagues when they put their product on the ice. The NBA is going to pay a big price for this. They say nothing about China. Adam Silver is talking about working together with China. But we got Uyghurs, 1 million of them in concentration camps. We got them basically invading and taking over Hong Kong. We got them spreading the COVID-19 virus to America. And the NBA has nothing to say about it. If you order a jersey at NBA.com, you can't put free Hong Kong on there. You can only put what the NBA has given permission. So you can put Black Lives Matter, Liberation, whatever you want to. But it has to be approved by the NBA. See, when you go to the left, that means that basically you're writing off the right. So you're writing off 45 to 50% of the country. Now, if you ran a business, a restaurant, and you said, I'm going to write off half of the public, you would be considered a damn fool. I would only let woke people come into my restaurant. You would basically put yourself out of business. But that's what the NBA is willing to do to satisfy the woke cancel culture of America. This is sad to see, but they have taken that way down the path, down that rabbit hole, in which I believe the NBA will eventually destroy their own league. I want to thank you for listening to Black Side Live. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.